game from the original Resident Evil trilogy doesn't do it proper justice.
So, I'm gonna give Resident Evil 3 Remake a 6 out of 10.
How did Capcom manage to screw this up?
Resident Evil 3 2020. This is a brief spoiler-free review for Resident Evil 3. At the end, I'll be getting a spoiler, but I'll be warning beforehand that it is a spoiler when it comes up. Right off the bat, I was really excited about this game. Prior to that, I played the Resident Evil Remake, as well as the recent Resident Evil 2. Hearing about this title releasing this April came as a shock, with production kept in the dark so long. Again, this is a brief review of RE3. Overall, this is a solid retelling of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, with good characters, simple dialogue, and beautiful environments. Gameplay is also solid, mostly improving on the foundation of RE2's mechanics. Overall, this is another incredible Resident Evil remake. However, depending on your familiarity with the Resident Evil titles and what you're looking to get out of this title, it's going to make or break it for you. Addressing the elephant in the room, the biggest criticism is the game's length, being too short. Before release, every early copy review said the game is beatable in about roughly 5 hours. On standard difficulty, that is. So, I did my first playthrough on hardcore, completed around 7 to 8 hours. I honestly took my time, beating my first playthrough, roughly 3 days, and I enjoyed every second of it. Now before playing, I went in this game for the experience with some insight, knowing that it is roughly short. So I enjoyed my playthrough because I got to mess around with the game, learning how to perfect the dodge system, which is a new action to the remake's mechanics, and exploring and searching every inch of the environment. This game is meant for multiple playthroughs. Much like RE2, there's a big baddie in the first act of the game that stalks you, Nemesis. RE2 does a great job keeping you on your toes, with limited ammo and confined spaces. RE3 is a much different game. Like the original, there's a greater emphasis on unloading every zombie you see. The action horror is what sets it apart from its predecessor, and the title delivers on this genre. And although there are more resources, gameplay does not become stagnant. Unless you are playing on assisted or standard, if you're familiar with a Resident Evil title, stay away from those game modes. If you're looking for that experience of feeling uneasy, the feeling of being uneasy is where Resident Evil shines. It's like you're one misstep towards death, or there's a zombie lurking around the corner. Now, on my first playthrough, I actually ran past the mag hand cannon towards the end. I thought it was a red herb, so I didn't see the case going past it. And oh my god, the final boss stage, oh my god, it was like fighting a Dark Souls boss. Up to that point, I had 20 deaths from trial and error with the dodge action. And after completing the game, I ended with 52 deaths. Now, without spoiling too much, there's a character playthrough that commits to all-out action, and it's a blast. Playing on the harder difficulties, there's many enemy and weapon placement changes that really make you uneasy. Nightmare mode is really how this game was meant to be played. With every completion and time challenges, there comes endgame rewards that make your next playthrough easier. There's also skins, models, and concept art. After completing this game in 6 to 7 playthroughs, as well as the Inferno difficulty completion, I can confidently say this game is meant for fans or newcomers looking for replayability that challenges you with new surprises. The final boss on Inferno took me 4 hours straight to beat, like the very final stage of the boss, and oh my god, he is relentless on Inferno. That motherfucker has movesets that if you mess up once, you're dead. He repeats them continuously. Now, if you're looking for a puzzle-filled RE1 or RE2, or a one-time playthrough, this is not the game for you. RE2 is a much superior title in those areas, but this is still a solid Resident Evil entry. Again, if you're not invested in a multiple playthrough or the RE series, wait till the title drops in price for like 40 or 30. My only complaints I do have with the title is, as of now, there needs to be more rewards and challenges, especially upon release. RE2 had a lot more rewards and skins. So with an update or DLC, maybe you can add to the game in the near future. And the side online title, the Resident Evil Resistance, isn't all too great. I would have much preferred a co-op experience like Resident Evil 5. I say Resident Evil 5 because it's still one of the co-op RE titles that got the co-op right. And no matter the criticism this title received, I still play this to this day. In fact, with one of my friends, I'm still playing it now. So I give this game a nice. It's pretty good. If you wanted a numbered rating, well, fuck my rating and yours. If you really want it, just get it.